Hey, and welcome to Glue Monday. Right now, I'm just waiting for Facebook to build the audience. I always go in 5 minutes earlier. So if you're on live, don't worry, you didn't miss anything. I wait and give it some time. So we got less than 4 minutes, less than 5 minutes to start our broadcast. But welcome to Glue Monday. Glue Monday, by the way, is born from Glue Wednesday, which was well, I always say that the Wednesday is the middle of a traditional 7-day week, and so it's the glue that holds the week and the week beginning together. Wednesday is the glue, so it puts us in a prayerful mode, and it's GLUE. God's love undoes everything. So that's the joy. So during the pandemic, what I did is I expanded glue to be both Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So that's why we've got that. Hey, what's up, Royce? I've got, hey, I'm doing good. I see you the first one on, so we're going to get you in there in the comment area. Right, it's so funny because Zed had said to me once, she said, how come my comment didn't come up, and what did he do to get his comment to come up? And so I showed her this software called StreamYard. And what it does is it allows me to click on your comment, and then it showcases your comment or takes it off. So that's what I was doing when Zet saw it, and she thought that it was somebody who was doing something that made their comment come on and wondered what she did. So thank you for joining. We've got less than 4 minutes to go for our full message on today, which is going to be an exercise. So by the way, get out a pen and pencil or a piece of paper, something to write with. You're going to need to jot something down. So as you're getting prepared for today's message, get prepared by having something to write with, because I've got an exercise that I want to do with everybody today, and it's called the desert. And so if you've done the desert exercise before, that'll be great, because it'll have a different effect on you this time. But if it's going to be your first time, you definitely want to get it jotted down, as well as I'm going to debrief it at the end to show you where we're going with it. So we've got, hey, what's up, Haas? Welcome aboard. And Haas, I think you were with me when I did the desert exercise some time ago, because it's been almost a year since I did it. I don't even remember when I did it. So yeah, definitely get on board. Get yourself something to write with, or even if you use your phone. No, get yourself something to write with. And it's not going to be a lot to write. We're not going to have to write an essay. We've got less than 3 minutes for our message. Have pen, will write. See, Royce, you getting up there. Have pen, will write. Remember, have gun, will travel. And, think about a lot of the things. I always talk about how important it is to control your vocabulary rather than allowing your vocabulary to control you. And we have to think about so many of the things that are on autopilot in our vocabulary. And that one, have pen, will write, is one of our automatic ones from when we were younger. And it was a TV show called, was it Gunsmoke? And that was one of their lines was have gun will travel, or was that the name of the show? Okay. But those little things, see, once you start to see the things that you say, and we've got less than 2 minutes for our message, once you start to see the things you say and hear what you're saying, it helps you grow, because it really helps create the divide between whether or not you're practicing what you preach, or if you're preaching what you practice. And really what we want to get you to be doing is preaching what you practice. That way, you know what they say, see, you have to remember a lie, but you don't have to remember the truth. If you're doing what you actually say, if you're preaching what you practice, now when you give people advice, it'll be much more substantial advice and something that they can really live with. So that's really what that's all about. What's up, Sharif? Welcome aboard, man. And so yeah, get yourself something to write with, and we got less than a minute. So you're gonna be writing in less than a minute, y'all. They say Dougie Fresh is on in 6, we on in less than a minute. So I want you to be ready. So anyone, if you're just getting on and you want to go, well, too late now, but I'm going to remember to say that at the beginning. If you want to go right to where the message starts, that's what I'll do, is I'll always let people know that I'm warming up the message, and then I'll go right to it by putting the banner in there that will replace my name on the screen. So our message today, on Friday, we talked about different things. So our message today is actually the desert revisited. Now, the reason I call it the Desert Revisited is because, like I said, I'm going to take you through an exercise that I don't even remember where I got it from. I got it on, not online, because I had this message way long ago from research that I found that I used to do in different communication classes, and it's called the Desert. So I call it Revisited because if you've done this before, I still want you to do it because you'll see it differently. And so here's the deal, okay? So here's the deal. Here's what's going on. You are stranded on a desert island, okay? You're stranded on a desert island, and you've got these 5 animals with you in alphabetical order: a cow, a horse, a lion, a monkey, and a sheep. Now, to get off the desert island, you're going to have to get rid of the animals one at a time, and then you get to leave with one. See this? So this is what your pen and paper is for. Write the animals' names, and then put a number next to them. When would you get rid of this animal? Number 5 is going to be the animal that you leave with. So what order will you get rid of the animals in? And then what's the 5th one? And that's the one you're going to leave with. And then also, and you're going to, and when we get to it, so I'm going to tell you, we're going to put that in the thread. So the first one, I'm going to ask you, how many of you, what number did you give the cow? And then you're going to just write cow, and then what number you used to get rid of them. So if the cow is the first animal you got rid of, you're going to write cow 1. Or if it's the 3rd animal, cow 3. If it's the animal you left with, cow 5. Okay, I hope that makes sense. So give me some thumbs up on that, y'all. Give me some thumbs up if that made sense to you, okay? Hey, what's up, Chris? Oh, and Chris, you've done this exercise before because I know I did it with the South Carolina Army National Guard. So yeah, we're on the desert. You've got 5 animals. To get off of the desert, you have to get rid of the animals, 4 of the animals, one at a time, and then you leave with the 5th animal. What order would you get rid of the animals in? And then which one would you leave with? So we're going to go one animal at a time. You're going to write the animal name and the number. And if you're a good typist, especially, jot down a reason, maybe 1 word or 2, tall, short, scary, some type of a reason. And again, if you've done it before, you know why I'm saying that and how much fun that's going to be. Okay, so let's go with the first animal. Okay, the first animal is the cow. Okay. What number would you get rid of the cow? Or number 5 is that you're going to leave with the cow. So in the thread, go on and write cow, the number, and if you want to, a word about why. Go ahead. I'm going to give you a couple of minutes. What's up, Roger Carroll? The rules are right there. The rules are right there. You're stranded on a desert island with 5 animals. To get off the desert, you have to get rid of the animals one at a time, and then you leave with one. So what order would you get rid of the animals in? 1, 2, 3, or 4, and then animal number 5 is the one you'll leave with. So right now we're on the cow. I want you to put in the thread, cow, what number you would get rid of that cat, or if it's number 5, then the animal that you're going to leave with, you're going to write cow and the number, and then maybe a reason why. You don't have to, by the way. It depends on how quick you type, all right? So let's get some answers in there. Okay, there we go. So Royce said, Royce, you've got 5. That means you're going to be leaving with the cow. Okay, so make sure you understand that. Roger Carroll, 4. Okay, so you're going to get rid of the cow 4th. Okay, June, you need that. Does that mean you need me to explain it again? Or maybe I'm late with it. You're on it. This is the last time I'll explain it so we can go faster. You're stranded on a desert island with 5 animals in alphabetical order. There they are: a cow, a horse, a lion, a monkey, or a sheep. To get off the desert island, you have to get rid of the animals one at a time, and then you leave with one of the animals. So which animal would you get rid of? 1, 2, 3, and 4, and which animal would you leave with? 5. So right now we're on the cow. So what number would you get rid of the cow? Put cow, the number, and then if you want to put something about the cow, fine. If not, no problem, because the next animal we're going to do in alphabetical order, we're going to do the horse next. So June, did you got that, or did you drop out? She dropped out. Okay, we're going to keep on moving, all right? All right, okay, next animal. So we got the cow. Now the horse. Write horse and the number. Horse and the number. Okay, good. Everybody's got their things going. Good, we're doing good. And happy Monday to you too, Roger Carroll. Thank you. Horse and then the number. Are you going to get rid of the horse 1, 2, 3, or 4, or 5 if you're going to leave with the horse? And I'll keep repeating it because as people come on, they'll need to see. But the rule, if you just come on, you see the rule up there. You're stranded on a desert island with 5 animals. Okay, so Give me the horse. I don't see anybody got comments about the horse. Oh, sorry. That's okay, June. No problem. As long as you get it. Good. There you go, Geraldine. So you're going to get rid of the horse first. See, there you see it. Okay. Good. That means that the comments, the instructions are coming through clear when I see people putting it in. Roger Carroll's going to leave with the horse. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. All right. And June, you weren't late. You just got here in time to get the information you need so that you can have the impact and input we deserve. Okay, Royce is going to get, but Royce, okay, good. Yeah, Royce got rid of the cat. She left with the cow. She's going to get rid of the horse first. You can't read the tiny print. Okay, no problem. Let me change that for you. Okay, let's get rid of this and let's turn to the tiny print. All right. Okay, watch this. Boom, boom. Okay. See, so that's what the tiny print was. It was the 5 animals, but we're up to the horse right now. Okay, so what number would you get rid of the horse or would you leave with the horse? And as we can see, Jose is going to leave with the horse. Roger Carroll is going to leave with the horse. Okay, good. Okay, great, great, great. Okay, next animal, the lion. What number would you get rid of the lion? Okay, so you're going to put lion and the number. Okay, and if you're going to leave with the lion, you're going to put lion and 5. Okay. All right, so far so good. Okay, we're doing good. So you're stranded on the island with these 5 animals. Okay, you're going to, which 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I think we got everybody who has figured it out yet now. And since we're going one animal at a time, that's the key. There's the answer. So we're on the lion right now. What number would you get rid of the lion? Okay, there you go, Jim. Right, perfect timing, but not perfect spelling. That's right. Who cares? All right. This is our world. All right, what about the lion? I can't see the tiny print we got. Okay, what about the lion, y'all? Give me some numbers on the lion. Roger Carroll getting rid of the lion first. Geraldine's going to leave with the lion, okay? Great, great, great. and I tell you again, if you've done this before, you probably are, ask yourself, did I answer differently? And then you're going to be able to talk about why, and then you'll see other people's answer, and you can almost debrief it with me right now as we're going through it. Jose, you didn't put a number. Did you leave me? You're not going to deal with the lion? Okay. All right. And June, you haven't put in yours yet. Oh, there you go, Jose. Okay. There you go. Haas. All right. Okay. We have 2 more animals to go. Monkey. So put monkey and the number. When will you get rid of the monkey, or are you going to leave with the monkey? I'm going to stream the instructions again. That way, if anybody's just coming on, you'll get to see that. Okay. There we go. All right. So there, you have 1, 2, 3, 4. Which animal would you get? So we're on the 4th animal right now. So we're on the 4th of them in alphabetical order, the monkey. So what number would you get rid of the monkey? And think about the reasons why, so you can give yourself a good laugh when it's over. Because I'm telling you, you're going to laugh. All right. Spoiler alert. Okay. So when would you get rid of the monkey? Or if the monkey's the one you're going to leave with, give him a 5. Okay, let's see what we got here so far. Okay, we got Roger Carroll getting the monkey 3rd. June is going to leave with the monkey. Okay, Geraldine's going to get rid of the monkey 2nd. There we go. Now y'all are rolling. See, and the beauty of this, y'all, you can play this game with any number size of people. This is a game that you're going to be able to duplicate. It's a lesson, I should say, that you'll be able to duplicate. So I'm glad that you're enjoying it with me. Okay, so we're down to 1 more animal, which in our alphabetical order. And that is the sheep. Okay, so give me sheep and a number, 1, 2, 3, 4, or sheep and a 5 if you're going to leave with the sheep. Okay, so we've got them all now. We got our cow, horse, lion, monkey, and sheep, all with a number next to them. All right, and we got your names next to them too, and that's going to be part of the fun. Monkey 5 for June, sheep number 2 for June. All right. Monkey number 2 for Geraldine. Okay. Royce, monkey number 3. Roger Carroll, monkey number 3. All right. Good, good, good. Oh, okay. June had to throw in a double, right? Because she was behind. So 4 on the cow, 3 on the horse, and 1 on the lion. Okay. And June is giving us a spelling bee today. All right. Lion, L-Y-O-N. Carry on. All right. Let's go right to the lesson, y'all. Woo. Look at that. We did that in less than 10 minutes. So, but that's the joy of it all. Okay. So everybody's finished. Okay. Now, jot yourself down a word next to each animal You don't have to put in the thread if you don't type fast or whatever, but jot yourself down a word next to each animal of why you put them in that order. Something that you can remember, okay? Just, just a quick comment, or, one reason maybe why you decided to put that animal in that order. And you actually thought about it when you were putting them in the order. So put something down. I would love to see them in the comments, but if you don't have time to put them in the comments, that's fine. But I would love to see them in the comments. So, and you know what, since we did so good on the thing, why don't you go and just quickly, no, let's not worry about that. Let's go forward. Let's move forward, okay? Here's the deal. Now, I found this years ago, and it says this is an archetype of what people do and how we are represented, okay? Here's what happens. First of all, the desert represents a hardship. The desert represents a hardship. When you're on a desert or when you have a hardship, you have to make choices of what you're going to do to get out of that hardship. In this case, to get out of the desert or off the desert. And each of the animals represents something in your life that you're going to have to get rid of one thing at a time. And then you're going to keep one of those things that you leave with for you to have the hardship behind you. Is that clear? Give me some thumbs up if that's clear. Okay. The desert represents a hardship, and each of the animals represents what you have to do to get out of that, something in your life, and what you will do to get rid of the hardship. Oh, and here's the explanation there. See, and it's streaming. When we are faced with when faced with a hardship, we make decisions that require letting something go so that we can move on. When we're faced with a hardship, we have to make decisions that require letting something go so that we can move on. I'll go on and make that stand out. Maybe that'll be better for y'all. Let me make that stand out. I'll take off the streaming. Okay. See, so here's the premise of the whole thing. When we're faced with a hardship, we have to make decisions that require letting something go to move on. So the desert is the hardship, and each animal represents something else. So now let's think about the reasons that you got rid of each animal, and let's tell the story. The first animal that normally people get rid of is actually the lion. Normally, the lion is the number one animal people get rid of because they say that the lion represents your pride. So, in fact, you know what? I just thought of a good way for us to do this. Go on in the thread. No, forget about the thread again. But think about, oh yeah, if you can, put in some reasons of why you put the lion where you put them. But think about it. For us to move forward, sometimes we have to let go of our pride. That becomes the first thing we have to do, is let go of our pride. Let me see if anybody put something in that thread. Okay, we got thumbs. Oh, thank y'all for the thumbs up. Yeah, you have to let go of your pride to get past a challenge in your life, and that's the hardship. So that's really why normally, and again, when you do it as a group exercise, you get a chance to really talk about some of these things, and you hear, and that's why I said write down a word. So yeah, in fact, let's do that. Jot down some of the words that you put next to the lion, and let's see how much we personified pride with why you got rid of the lion where you got rid of him. So jot down some reasons that you got rid of the lion, regardless of where you got rid of them. What was it about the lion? Because I see one, in fact, I would really like to see one person left with the lion. So that's Geraldine, I believe. No, somebody left with the lion. So the person who left with the lion, why'd you leave with the lion? That would be interesting to see. Okay, the lion will hunt all the other animals. That's what Roger Carroll said. The lion will hunt all the other animals. All right. And think about it. Doesn't our pride do that? Doesn't our pride tear other parts of our life apart? Who was it? I clicked on the wrong person. Somebody had put that they would leave with the lion. Royce said that the lion would be her fourth. Royce, why'd you keep the lion so long? And there we go. Geraldine said that she'd leave with the lion. So Geraldine and Royce, I'd love for you to put in the thread why you left with the lion or why you kept the lion so long. Roger Carroll did get rid of the lion first. And this doesn't make her right or wrong, but actually what this does is it creates conversation between the group, because you hear people's different reasons for why they got rid of the animal in the spot that they did, and also why they left with the animal. So see, Roger Carroll and Geraldine would have a great conversation, because Geraldine chose to leave with the lion, and Roger Carroll chose to get rid of the lion right away. Now, if we were to let the meaning, and there we go. Oh, look at that. Who's this? June said the lion would eat me, and our pride can eat us up. So that's why I said I wanted you to write them down, so that you don't have to change it according to what the thing says, but laugh at some of the personification we give to the animals as well as to our emotion. Royce said that she kept him because he's strong. Yeah, your pride has to be strong. So you should be proud of things. So sometimes your pride is going to get you through. So yeah, but now if your pride is not the right type of strong, because that's what Geraldine wrote also, that the lion is strong. Your pride can be strong, but sometimes your pride can be too strong and keep you from, because it becomes the predator and it keeps you from moving forward. Remember, none of these are right or wrong, but it's just conversation. Okay, so normally, and normally when I do it with a group, the lion is usually the first animal to go. Okay, let me tell you that the second animal that usually goes is the sheep. I'm not going to tell you what it represents first till I see a couple of comments. Why did you get rid of the sheep? Normally, the second animal to go is the sheep. So why did you get rid of the sheep? Put that in the feed. Whatever number you got rid of the sheep, why? How are we doing? We're doing good. All right. No comments yet on the sheep. Why did you get rid of the sheep second? Well, like I said, this is, we're saying that the lion is used, the pride is what you need to let go. And then the second thing is the sheep. And let's find out why. So put some things in the feed about why you got rid of the sheep. Whatever number you got rid of. I know somebody had that they were leaving with the sheep. Wasn't that you, Royce? See, I remember a little bit of stuff. Oh, no, Royce was leaving with the cow. Did anybody leave with the sheep? Let me see. Nope, nobody left with the sheep. I said some twos on the sheep. I see some ones on the sheep. Okay, I can just look down and here's Royce. Roger Carroll said the sheep is going to eat up the grass. Okay, all right. And June said the only number was it was the only number left was number 2. Okay. So whatever your reasons are, but here's the deal. Here's what the study says. Again, it's just a fun play to look at things. That the sheep represent your friends. The sheep represents your friends. So you got rid of your pride. The pride holding you back with the sheep. Sometimes our friends hold us back. Remember, this is all weighed against getting out of a hardship. Sometimes our friends hold us back because they're eating up the grass, the information around us. Sometimes they're all that's left, as June said. And sometimes, a lot of times, people will talk about how sheep move too slow. Oh, and look at that. Everything they're weak. And so your friends could be weak. Depends on who you surround with. They eat the grass that others need. Yeah, sheep take away. Sometimes your friends take away from your gift. Okay. See, that's the fun of all this. And that's why I said, if you've done it before, you can see the comments people put and reasons, and you hear them differently. So sometimes the sheep, your friends, you may need to get rid of your friends to move forward. You've got to take care of yourself. Even as we look at what we're going through with COVID right now, right? Your friends, what about your friends that don't want to wear the mask, don't want to social distance? They're not taking care of you, right? See, so this is a hardship. Oh, I didn't think of that. This is a hardship. Yeah, and there's your pride. Yeah, I won't wear a mask. Well, you know what? You need to let your pride go and take care of other people and wear the mask. So sometimes your sheep will slow you down. Your friends can do that. When you think about it, okay. Oh, Vic made it, but you missed the exercise, Vic. So you're just gonna have to go with the debrief, okay. The next animal that people usually get rid of is the cow. Why did you get rid of the cow? Wherever you got rid of the cow, why did you? So, and again, as you're seeing, you look at some of these words that personify the animals, and also, look at that one. Jose wrote that the sheep were too soft. Yeah, sometimes your friends can be too soft, but you need strong friends around you. You do. See, think about it. To get out of a tough situation, you need strong friends. You need friends to say, come on, we can do this. There's a lot of ways to look at strength. Again, as you can see, all of this becomes conversation. Okay, the cow. What have we got? What we got about the cow? Let's see what we got about the cow. Okay. Oh, Vic, we're not going to have time to get your comments, but we're talking about you stranded on a desert island with 5 animals, a cow, a monkey, a sheep, a lion, and a horse. To get out of the desert, you had to get rid of the animals one at a time, and you leave with the 5th animal. So now, right now, we're breaking down what each animal represented. And so far, normally in a big group, you'll find in terms of, because you take a poll, and normally most people got rid of the lion first, and which was your pride, and then the second animal most people got rid of was the sheep, which is your friends. And now we get the cow. Okay, you kept the cow because it was nutrition. Okay, and then also because it was milk and food. And then here's what the little archetype says, that the cow equals your basic needs, right? So yeah, you hang in there with your basic needs. So there you go, the nutrition, and say, okay, and think of any other words you put on. I'm going to go faster because our time is begin to get short. But as you can see, that's the whole point, is it can create conversation. So the cow represents your basic needs. So maybe to get out of the desert, you need to let your pride go, let some of your weak friends go. And then you say, maybe I don't need my basic needs. Maybe I don't need to eat. I'm going to be getting out of here soon. Okay. So what's the 4th animal? According to according to the archetype, the 4th animal that most people I'm going to go to the 5th animal. I'm going to go to the 5th animal, which is the horse. Okay. The 5th animal is usually the horse, and I'm going to, because I skipped one, and I'll show you why in a second. And I'm going to go on and give it to you because I'd rather make time. The 5th animal is usually the horse, and people will say things like, we can ride out on it. You know, it gives us rest, and the horse represents your passion. You usually want to get out of a hard situation with your passion, because your passion will lead you. It will knock your pride out of the way. It'll overcome the weakness of the friends that you make sure that you chose. It will help you decide how to deal with your basic needs. And then your passion is what will take you out of there. Okay. So that's usually the 5th animal. And the horse, yeah, also the horse is transportation. See, again, personifying it. And transportation, your passion will take you where it really needs you to go. So here's the kicker that we always end up having fun with, because the animal that usually a lot of people give a high number, and that's the monkey. The monkey represents your children. And so now the fun becomes the people who look at, if you think about why you got rid of the monkey, people and things like, oh, they're a nuisance. They're always running around and getting in our nerve. And Geraldine had written moving for the horse. Yeah, your passion should be moving. But normally, a lot of people, and whoever wrote that the monkey would be 5th, I think that was June. See, you get to leave with your kids. But a lot of times people get to laugh because they got rid of their kids first, especially if they're really are parents. And they say, oh, I got rid of my kids. And then the joke is, yeah, I needed to. But again, that becomes the fun. And of this whole thing is again, this is based on a Japanese archetype that's saying when you're faced with a hardship, you have to get rid of certain things one at a time, and each of the animals represents something different. But here's the lesson in it all, is even as you think about what order you got rid of different animals in, and look at that, Roger Carroll, the monkeys, they play too much. Haven't we said that about kids before? And June, I don't have any. Okay, yeah. So no wonder she left with them, because she wanted to make sure she had some. All right, but here's the deal. Now that you've seen the 5 animals and you know what each one represents, would that change how you make your decision about getting out of the hardship? It reminds us, see, we got to slow down and get the information that we need to make better decisions. See, we didn't have enough information with just getting a desert and the animals. And that's why I say you write down the reasons of why you got rid of each animal and why you left with one. But once we get, because now wouldn't your order change of what order of how you would get rid of the animals now that you've got more information? Oh, this is, Oh, look at Victor. He doesn't have any either. But I like what Geraldine wrote. The monkey are running around. Think about it. That's what kids are doing. Monkeys can find me food. Maybe sometimes kids will. Okay. But again, here's the lesson. Slow down and get all the information that you need so that you can make a decision. That's really what it's all about. Now that you know what each animal, where would you really put your pride and your friends and your basic needs and your children and your passion? Where would you really put them? That's why we have to get more information before we make a decision. So what the poem I want to read from you is called What Do Animals and Bugs Think About? Because we just showed how we can see ourselves through animals. Excuse me. So I wrote a poem called What Do Animals and Bugs Think About? And it's in my book, A Poet in Every Prophet. So here you hear how we just personified the animals. Now you're going to hear another type of personification of them. And I wrote this in 2001. What do animals and bugs think about? Do horses stress about how they'll do in the next race? And when they get to the gate, are they hoping they don't make a fool of themselves and risk the chance of dying from embarrassment, or what the papers will say about them tomorrow? Or even worse, what the other horses might say? And do greyhounds feel that way? Do squirrels consider unionizing to balance the scale and earn meals or vacation time? Maybe ants do. Are birds focused on redeeming frequent flyer miles or wondering how people walk, while chickens, pigs, and cows try to deal with low self-esteem by eating and lobbying to get organ donor rights tax deductible? And will white cats refuse to play with black cats or mixed, old or young ones? Can frogs relate to the tadpoles, or butterflies show a caterpillar the same patience as an understanding, though skeptical owl? Who? What percentage of buzzards worry about cholesterol and diabetes, or monkeys' high blood pressure, if the Democratic lioness runs on a feminist platform and takes the risk of political suicide by splitting the panda vote? Do ducks care? Are bulls shallow? Can snakes rest on their laurels or parrots keep a secret? And how much do bugs appreciate life before deciding to attack a windshield? Animals and bugs can learn a lot from us. So you see the irony and the sarcasm in that. And it just, again, reminds us, slow down and get more information so that you can make the right decisions. When we get more information, we make better decisions. If you like a copy of the poem, I have a new email address. You can just send me your request to sporty@sportyking.com, and I'll email you a PDF with an electronic signature of the poem and a memory. But let's take the lesson a little further. One of the things that I'm doing right now is with my mastermind group. Marquessa told us to create like a vision board picture of something. We didn't do a whole vision board, but just a picture of what your goals are. And here's what I've done is I decided I wanted to use King Solomon as the person that drives me toward my passion. That's the horse that you were talking about, Geraldine, and whoever had him as fifth. But here's what I did is number one, I've got here, share screen. There we go. Okay. This is what I have on my wall. Oh, I gotta take this down. All right. This is what I have on my wall. Come on, thing. Up. Okay, come on. Come on, one more time. Oh, here we go. Okay. The Queen of Sheba and King Solomon. And it said it's not a matter of black or white. It's all about self-worth and self-esteem. We all have identified with what most resembles ourselves. That's not a crime. Selah. And Selah is a final word on, that's the prayer. So as we go through the hardships, as we're dealing with racial tension right now, it's not a crime to be, in fact, Roger Carroll, you used the term a couple of glues ago, implicit bias. If you're used to seeing one type of person, that's who you're comfortable with. We learned that they say as young as 3 months old, if as a baby is only they're seeing their parent and it's only of one color, that's what they become comfortable with. And that's another long seminar, but that's part of implicit bias. And it's something that we all do. Okay, and it's not a crime, but it's your self-worth and your self-esteem. So that's one of the things that I chose. But here's the prayer that I chose to keep as a reminder to me of where I want to go with my life. And it's give me wisdom and knowledge to rule them properly. For who is able to govern this great nation of yours? 2 Chronicles 1-10. So this is what's on my wall to remind me of where I'm going right now. That's the vision that I have in my life, is recognizing that we all have to value differences because we have differences. But also, I want to have the wisdom, because what really happened with Solomon, and those of us know, because he asked for wisdom, God gave him riches. See, money is not my motivator. You think about what your motivator is. That will impact what you did with those 5 animals again as well. Okay, but that's not my motivator. And so as I think about that, that's what will drive me to make sure that I'm taking care of myself and doing what I need to do. So I get to look at those pictures and remind myself of what's important to me every day. So that's why I tell you, again, it comes back to the lesson. Just slow down and get all the information that you need so that you can make the right decisions that will, because they will impact the lives of those around you. But take care of yourself. Make sure that you're taking care of you, because when you do, you take care of the ones that you love the most. Again, meanwhile, if you like a copy of the game, actually of this exercise, I can email that to you as well. So let me know, email me if you'd like a copy of it, because it's something that you can use. You can use it as a seminar. It's not mine. And I think if I send it to you, it might have my source of where I got it from, even though I don't think it was really a source thing at the time. It was just something that I learned. But and then, there are plenty of ways that you can use it to force a discussion, because you can break people into groups and have them discuss which animals they want to get rid of first. And then you bring the 2 groups together and see what this group got rid of, what order, and then what this group got rid of. And now they have to discuss why they did that. So again, there are a lot of ways to use it. And it's one of the things that I use in my sessions. And, with sort of helping people, work out what they need to work out and being a better person. So that's what I'm doing with my business and my life. I know you know what you're doing with yours, but recognize that you're making some good impact. You're doing the right things. So stay on the path. Focus on what you're doing right. I call it catching ourselves doing something right, rather than over focusing on what somebody else thinks we're doing wrong. God bless you. Thank you for joining me on Glue Monday. I'll see you on Glue Wednesday. And I actually have not picked a subject for Wednesday. So I'll put that in the thread if I think of one. Otherwise, be ready to enjoy it, because the main thing about glue is GLUE. God's love undoes everything. God bless you and take care. All right.